HMG Weekly Wrap-Up. Bringing you the latest headlines in the news, what you missed on the podcast, upcoming events, community updates, and stories spotlighting our community heroes. This is where the week gets wrapped up, HMG style. And now, here's your host, Mr. Adam Bird.
All right. What's up, everybody? How's it going? It's Friday. Yeah, and it's been a banger of a morning already. As you can tell, we are not in the typical home studio. We are in Los Angeles, California, Hollywood, California, to be more precise. Intro was on. Did it not come through? Did you not hear it? Can you hear me? T-Dog, can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me. Yeah, it's been a wild morning already. Coming from the East Coast out to the West Coast. It's been a long time since I've been out to California. T-Dog, I appreciate it. Thank you. Didn't get a chance to do the weekly wrap-up last week. We were traveling. Just a lot going on. I'm going to keep looking down here because I got all my show notes down here on my phone. But it's been a crazy week. Let me start off by saying May was an incredible month here at HMG. And you're going to see people walking in the background. You can probably hear people. That's because I'm at the little hotel, their little business section, because it's too early for everybody out here in California, so nothing's really open. And this is the only place I had internet, Wi-Fi. That's it. May was an incredible month here at HMG. Heroes Month was just awesome. You guys showed up and showed support. We had Military Appreciation Month. We had Teachers Week, Nurses Week, Police Week, International Firefighters Day. We had Memorial Day. You guys just showed up in like a huge crowd, and I cannot say thank you enough for the love and support that you gave all of the community heroes last month. Awesome. Hoping we can move that into June and as we move forward with everything else. It was absolutely awesome. So Caleb, what's up, buddy? Appreciate you jumping on, man. Hope all is well with you. Good to see you, bud. Tell your old man I said hello. We wrapped up, last week. Like I said, we were on the road. I was down at Green Valley Hunters Paradise, our friends down there, for the Tri-State motocross, and I'll get into that here in just a second. And then we also had Misfit Nation, Rich LaMonica and Stephen LaMonica and the entire Misfit Nation crew. They were down in Nashville covering NASCAR. So if you get a chance, please go over to the Misfit Nation. And I believe Rich has got an article up on a Substack as well. If you haven't subscribed to that, take a look at that. Rich does a lot of writing there. But Misfit Nation, hats off to you guys. Thanks for covering NASCAR again this year down in Nashville. Hope you guys had a blast. Looked like it was a little bit wet out there. So, and then I was down at, as I mentioned, I was with our friends over at the Green Valley Hunters Paradise. And I wrote an article on it. I posted it on Facebook. If you go to the Facebook page a little bit lower, you can see with some of the cool pictures. But I wanted to talk about it here real quick because I've been to motocross before, but it was like the arena stuff. And until you see it outdoors, like the day one, there was 2 days of racing. Day one was a 14-mile track out in the woods, literally up a mountain, and it was really cool. And they had different ages. Saturday, they had the Pro Series racers, and these are the guys that come in, and gals that come in, they race, they get their points, they load up, they head out, because Sunday they're doing a different race somewhere else. for the points and stuff like that. And then on Sunday, they cut the track in half. The Sunday race was 7 miles long, and you had all different ages in that one. We saw kids from 2 years old all the way up to 60 plus riding bikes. And I gotta say, it was the cutest thing seeing these kids. Some of them had the little electric bikes. Some of them, they had a series for kids where it was just, there was no engine or anything like that. They just kind of pedaled with their feet, and they did a little loop, and it was really cool. It was a really cool reminder of like what community is, right? And I'm gonna highlight this one gentleman, little guy. This was on Sunday's race. He was on a 65, I believe it was his 65cc little motorcycle, and I wrote about this in the article. I mentioned him, but he was going up a hill, and one of the older kids kind of whipped by him, startled him, and he hit a stump and landed his bike right on top of him. And he was like straight up a hill. The hill was like this, and we were down here, and he was up here, and I just heard this. Can somebody help me? It's like out in the middle of the woods. There's nobody around. And David, what's up, brother? And so we ran up and got to him. And after I caught my breath, got the bike off him, and we were just like, all right, and he's probably 6, 7 years old, maybe 8 at the oldest. He was younger. He was much younger. And, hey, we'll take you inside to your parents or whatnot. He's like, no, I want to finish. And it was just the way he said it. He was very respectful about it. And he was just like, no, I want to finish my race. And so we got him, dusted him off, and got him back on the bike. And the little kid took off. And man, that kid was just all heart. And it was a cool story. I was able to find him later on, and I ended up giving him an HMG coin. I coined him because it just is the grit that kid had. So it was a cool story. If you get a chance, please go read the story, because that community down there is absolutely amazing, and they welcomed me with open arms. They didn't get a lot of immediate coverage on it, but it was the people in there, and the guy that puts on the Tri-State motocross series, a young man, like in his 20s, owns a roofing company down in Roanoke, and there were people. There was a guy that pulled in Sunday morning. He drove 4 hours from somewhere in the middle of Tennessee just to show up for the race on Sunday. So it's again, the point of all of my rambling here on this particular event was the community that they built, and how they welcomed myself and HMG, and they've invited everybody down to come see it out. Their next race down there is going to be in August at Green Valley Hunters Paradise. So if anybody wants to go, let me know, and we'll make sure that we get accommodations for everybody to come down and say it's out. It's beautiful property. So David Gordon, what's up, brother? Appreciate you jumping on. What else do we have? I want to give a shout out to David Willis here too. Dave from Homefront Sit Rep podcast. David, if you're still on, I don't know if you're still on or not, because I know you're probably on your way to work, but Homefront Sit Rep podcast. David Willis, let me tell you about David Willis here real quick. So I've known David now for about 2.5, maybe going on 3 years, and he does a fantastic job with the Homefront Sit Rep podcast. And he also started the last Wednesday of the month, we do a tip of the spear. I'm not on it. I don't show up for it, but I watch it. And he's got a group of military podcasters and veteran podcasters that come in onto that. But go show David some Homefront Sit Rep podcast some love, because they've got on their website, they've got some new t-shirts and stuff. And I would love for you guys to just go check them out. And if you see something like, give a thumbs up, tell them that you like it. And if you can, buy one of the shirts on there. It's really, they've got some really cool designs. I think you guys will like it. So David, he is here. Okay, good. So David, if you could type the website in the notes below here, or in the comment section below, so people can go check that out. I was on the flying out to LA yesterday, and was on there looking at it, and it's just awesome. I love the designs, man. So I wanted to give David a quick shout out. Make sure you go check out Homefront Sit Reps new merch that they got. There it is right there. He just put it in the comment section. So if you guys can go show some love, please do so. I'm trying to think of what else happened this week. This week I'm in LA because of the National Social Media Awards. A lot of people have never heard of it. And that's fine. I get it. I didn't hear about it until last October, and I was asked if we wanted to be a part of it. And this is the first time they're actually doing it here in the United States. And it's the first time that they've ever done anything for veterans. So I think there was 23 categories, and every category you can nominate a veteran for that. It is a red carpet event. We're going to have tons of pictures. We've got J-Mac from J-Mac Podcast. Him and his wife are coming out from Arizona. They're driving out to do the interviews on the red carpet and stuff like that. We've got our friends James and Mara from Military Creator Con. They're going to be here. Thomas Long, you guys have seen him. Tom's been on this show a couple of times. He's actually the liaison for the veterans in this organization that's putting it on. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be Sunday night. We're going to take lots of pictures, so stand by because we'll post those up. What do we have here, David? Proceeds go back to the veteran nonprofit. That's awesome. David, doing God's work, David. I'm proud of you. Let's hear what else. What else do we got coming up? I'm not sure because the internet's wonky. Hopefully you guys can still see me. I've got one news story that I wanted to share, and I thought it was cool. For all you Marine Corps veterans out there, the Marine Corps retires the AV-8B Harrier II. This came out of military.com, I think. The Marine Corps has officially retired the AV-8B Harrier II after more than 50 years of service. The iconic jump jet had its Sundown ceremony in North Carolina at Cherry Point, I think they said, last night or the night before. I forget. I think it was last night. Nonetheless, 50 plus years of service, and they're retiring that. If you ever had the opportunity to see one of those things, pretty cool. I had the opportunity to see some of them, I think at an air show or whatnot. Very interesting. So, wanted to give a shout out to the Marine Corps and all the Harrier pilots out there, maintenance crews and whatnot. So God bless you all. What do we have here? Trish Leto. What's up, Trish? How you doing, girl? Hope the move is going well. Let me see here. What else do we have here? Here's a positive story. Let me end something on a positive story, and then I'll get into some of the shows this week. This will probably be a short one today, just because I'm exhausted. I was reading on the plane, and there was a pair of identical twins that are doctors. They didn't say what kind of doctors they were, but they went back to their hometown, right, back to their roots, and they jointly lead their hometown hospital. So you got twins, doctors, and they head up their hometown hospital jointly. I thought that was kind of cool. I think it's a positive story. It's because as a, when you're dying, I mean, they could have gone anywhere. Certainly they could have gone anywhere and made more money, but they chose to go back to where their roots are and help their community out. I think that's great. So a salute to those doctors, the twins there. It's just, that's what we're about. I want to share more good stories like that. So talk about some of the shows real quick. Homefront Sit Rep Podcast. You heard me talk about them already. They do 2 shows this week. David, and you make sure you go check out their apparel lines that they got now. But go check them out. Homefront Separate Podcast, Misfit Nation Podcast. They did a couple episodes this week. I don't have all the details. I'll put them in later today. When I have some time, I'm just going to jump over a couple of these real quick. Christina, what's up, sis? How you doing? The Decision Hour with yours truly. I dropped another episode. Finally, I know some of you are asking, when are you going to do another episode? There, it's out. It actually went live yesterday. I haven't posted it yet because I was on a plane. I'm behind the power curve. Don't judge me. Who did I have? Hannah Praley. This one was personal. I'll share this one real quick because I know this one. So Hannah and I've known Hannah since college, so like late 90s. And we served together. We were in the National Guard together. And I was her A driver in a transportation unit first couple of years that she was there. And great time. We always have a good time when we chat. She's a singer, songwriter. She's a true storyteller. And she wrote a book on, I can't remember the name of it. Sorry, Hannah. But it's basically about Bitcoin. It's like Bitcoin, but it's not the techie stuff on Bitcoin. It's like Bitcoin and how it ties in with human relationships. It's very interesting. You got to take a listen to it. It was a great interview, in my opinion. But it was really cool. So check that out. It's the Decision Hour. Let's see here. We got your 6 at 6 with the People's Patriot Project. Did a show Sunday night and Monday night. Go check them out. Double S Podcast with Gene Campbell. Gene, we see you out there. Gene is like tight lines every weekend. He's all over the place doing the fishing tournaments and stuff like that. And he's covering down on that. So go check out Double S Podcast when you get a chance as well. You can check out all the shows at heroesmediagroup.com. Make sure you check out because we got a new show announcement. I'm bringing it to you guys live right now. New show announcement. Old Ranger, new dad. Our buddy Seth Ryan is on board with us. We're happy to have him. This is a huge addition to the HMG network. So we're excited to have him on. Old Ranger, new dad. It is live now on Heroes Media Group. So go check them out. Ken, good morning, brother. Appreciate you jumping on. Thank you, David. Appreciate it. What else we got? Who am I thinking of? Unapologetic Veterans. They're back. Is another one. So again, guys, go check out all the shows. HeroesMediaGroup.com. Check out some of the articles if you would for me. Give me some feedback, what you think of those. Sunday night, we'll probably end up going live for a little bit at the Alvanon for the National Social Media Awards. Next week, I will be back in the home office. No travel next week. I'm certainly excited about it. And we'll do more of a deep dive. Here's my ask for you guys for the next week. If you got a topic that you'd like me to cover, or maybe you hear of a feel-good story, DM me or shoot me a text or whatever. Let me know, and let's talk about it next week, all right? That's it, guys. That's all I got. I'm exhausted. I apologize. But I'm glad I was able to get on here. I appreciate you guys showing up. Hey, let's remember one thing. You know, Heroes Month is over, but let's carry it on, right? We got America 250 coming up next month. And we're going to be gearing up for that. We've got a new show that's launching for that. I'm excited to share more about that next week with you. But this weekend, don't forget, don't get the 45-degree syndrome. Get off the internet. Get outside. Spend time with your families. Check on your bad buddy. Oh my God, which reminds me. June is mental health month or men's health month, right? We I lost my train of thought. I read a comment. David, I get it. Email me. Men's Health Month, and this is a big, and I believe it's PTSD Awareness Month as well, or at least I saw that on there. I had to double check that. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, check on your battle buddies. We should be doing that every week anyway. So if there's somebody that you haven't talked to, reach out to them this weekend. I challenge you to do that. Get outside this weekend. Protect your minds, everybody. God bless you. God bless America. I love you guys all. We'll be back in the home studio, thank God, next week. I appreciate you all being here. Thanks for putting up with me. You guys make this worthwhile for me. So I'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend.